Hey, what's going on everyone? Tech Geek Josh here, bringing you guys the unboxing of the ZTE Warp 7. Now, it's been a minute, it's been a hot minute since I did an unboxing video, so it's gonna feel good to get back into the swing of things. Alright, so you're seeing it for yourself. I have picked up the ZTE Warp 7. I got this device just today at my Best Buy for $49.99. That it is a little more expensive than I wanted to pay for it, if that somehow makes sense. Basically, it's more than I wanted to pay, let's say it that way. So as you can see here, standard Boost Mobile packaging. Some specifications of the Warp 7 include Android 6.0 Marshmallow, a 5.5-inch HD touchscreen display with Corning Gorilla Glass 3, a 13 megapixel rear-facing camera and a 5 megapixel front-facing camera, a 3080 mAh battery that is removable if I remember, 3G, 4G LTE and enhanced LTE, 16GB ROM and 2GB of RAM, a 1.2 GHz quad-core processor, and it can hold up to a 64GB micro SD card. So let's go ahead and do this. Upon opening the box, we're greeted to the phone up front, then the adapter, and then the micro USB cable. That I think it's actually I can't really describe it. It's like 2.0 charger, or I can't really describe it. Here's my ZTE Warp 7 right here. Put that to the side. And Boost Mobile is always good. As you can see here, we only get a couple brochures, 2 to be exact. A get started guide and important information for the ZTE Warp 7. And then here's our massive 3080 mAh battery, which is much bigger than any of my current phones. So here is the ZTE branded adapter right there. Should be able to see ZTE up on the top left. Then we have your micro USB cable that micro USB 2.0 if I'm correct. As you can see, this is some weird stuff that I haven't experienced before, so this should be interesting. Let's go ahead and set all this down. That was not expected. I'm just opening the battery here. Okay, there we go. Pretty massive battery. Once again, I do apologize. Let's get our phone out. As you can see here, here's the Warp 7. Has a really nice feeling back. Let's go ahead and pop it off the back so we can insert our battery. Since we're back here, you can see that we have the micro SD card right there, micro SD card slot, and the nano SIM card right there. We get our battery, and let's go ahead and insert it right like so. Alright, there we go. Let's go ahead and pop on our back cover. This video just became not a good one because of the failure that you just saw or just heard, the tripod falling. Alright, here's the ZTE Warp 7. I've got to say, it's got some heft to it. 5.5-inch display with Corning Gorilla Glass 3. So it looks like there is a screen protector, but I am going to leave that on for the time being. So let's take a look around the body of the phone before we actually power it on. Up here we have your earpiece, ZTE branding right underneath it. Front-facing 5 megapixel camera, 5.5-inch Corning Gorilla Glass 3 display. Your off-screen buttons, back, home, and recent apps, if I'm correct. And they do light a blue, if I'm correct. Nothing on the left side, it's all clean. Whereas on the right side, we have the power button right here. Then up top we have the separated volume rockers. They actually do feel rather tactile. Up at the top we have your standard size headphone jack and a microphone, probably for noise cancellation. Then on the back we have that 13 megapixel camera, LED flash underneath it, ZTE branding, and the speaker right down here. And last but not least, on the bottom we have the charging port and the yet another microphone. Alright, let's go ahead and power the ZTE Warp 7 on for the first time. And with most ZTE handsets, we're greeted to this bright screen. Nothing new here. I gotta say, I actually like the feeling of the back. Feels kind of like sandstone. I think that's the correct material. It's not sandpaper. It's definitely not sandpaper. It just has a really weird feeling to it, which is pretty nice, actually. You can see my light up ahead right there. Android. I've got to say that the build quality and like the hold in the hand is actually quite nice. It's not too light, not too heavy. So yeah, and that 13 megapixel camera is probably gonna be really awesome. So I can't wait to try that out and all that good stuff. Sadly, I won't be doing any camera samples for YouTube because I don't know how to, really, I guess you could say, edit videos on YouTube using a phone. That's why I always do it with my camera. As we're still waiting here, you can see the buttons do light up blue right down there. Right, finally. Took a while. I'll go ahead and come back once I have fully set this device up. I'll see you then. Alright, the ZTE Warp 7 is now set up, and I might have said that wrong. ZTE Warp 7 is now all set up and ready to go. And as you can see up here, I do already have an update, and that's just for Google security patch enhancement. So pretty cool. The display is actually very clear and crisp, and so far the performance just scrolling back and forth between screens is very buttery smooth. And as I went into the app drawer, this thing comes with some unusual apps that we don't see with any other phone, such as Facebook, Instagram, Messenger, and that's about it. But I do use those apps, so it's not a problem for me. Drop down notification here. This is what it looks like. It's transparent, you can see the background. Very cool. Let's check the settings and see how much storage and what kind of Android version it's running. Find storage right here. 5.76 gigabytes used out of 16 gigabytes. So I'm guessing it has hold on. Oh, okay. Available is 10.22 gigabytes, so that's cool. Let's go down here to About Phone. Android version 6.0.1 Marshmallow. I'm very curious, will the ZTE Warp 7 get Nougat? I have no idea. If I had to say if it will or not, I would say it actually should get Nougat. I don't see why it wouldn't. So, okay, sorry about that. Just checking something. But the overall performance seems to be quite snappy thanks to the 2 gigs of RAM that this thing has. So this is probably the most RAM in any phone that I have, so this should be cool. Is there anything else to check before I go? No. That's pretty much it. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed my unboxing and first look of the ZTE Warp 7. And I'll see you again in my next video.